Hi there, Libra. Welcome back to my channel, The Alchemist's Journey. My name is Becca. For those of you who are brand new, I do really appreciate all of the love and support you guys have given me over the last couple of weeks. Libra, you are #1 in the views, so I'm starting with you guys for this full moon. I hope the full moon has been, the energy has been good for you. I know it's been a little wild and crazy, and electronics seem to be going a little batty, at least around me lately. So I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to start with your recent past. For those of you who are new, I pull a 5-position spread. What is Libra's recent past? Cards are getting cold tonight. What is the recent past? We have the Knight of Pentacles. What is the present situation? What is the present for my Libras? That's a few cards. We have the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. I just, when I was laying these out, I just heard feeling smaller than the fear. What is the blockage for Libra? What is the blockage for my wonderful Libras? We have the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. The way you feel about your relationships, or a relationship that you lost. What is the message from Spirit? That's a lot of cards. What is the message from Spirit? What is, thank you, the 2 of Pentacles. And what is the potential outcome? The 8 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Hermit card. So the Hermit, some of you may be dealing with Virgo, but the Hermit talks about a lot of introspection. And for some, this is the dark night of the soul. So some of you may be looking within, trying to figure out how to get out of a particular situation or how to move through a particular situation. But some of you are spending a lot of time alone. This Hermit phase is supposed to be a phase, and it is so that you can define within you the divine spark, you know. This actually reminds me of a book that I have been reading where it talks about the sole purpose, the sole mission of Jesus being here and walking on the planet in the time that he did was to teach us all that we have that divine spark within us and to show us how we could ascend. So that is what the purpose of the Hermit phase is. And I'm sorry, that got a little deep there all of a quick sudden. So to clarify your Knight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the 3 of Wands reversed and the King of Swords reversed. So whatever this was, at the bottom of the deck we have the World card. It was the ending of a cycle. Now, it was a cycle that was really, you were really stuck in, that you were really stubborn with, whether it's you or someone else. You know, that's how energy works. It can flip-flop. But there was a lack of passion, there was a lack of forward movement, there was a lack of vision, and there was a lack of clear thought and communication. It could even have been verbal abuse that was really holding you back, or just in the way that you saw yourself or someone else. Please clarify the present situation. Please clarify the present situation. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse and the Moon card in reverse. I love it when they come out and clarify each other. We have one more. Someone is spending two. Ooh. And then we have the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers in reverse. So this could have been a relationship that ended, right? Could just be anything that ended, a partnership or anything along those lines. But it was significant, and a decision has been made. Someone is still holding on to the past, still looking at it, still visiting it, still trying to figure out exactly what it is that, and some of you might be dealing with a Leo, just saying, what it is that you were afraid of, right? Those thoughts that other people put in your head, that changes the way that you think about yourself. This is like any sort of programming. It could be something from even when you were a child. Not that I'm saying that it is, the reading doesn't say that, but whatever this partnership was, it changed the way you thought about yourself. And it's that thought process that's blocking you. There is a lot of truth and fear that needs to come to light here. And you are working through it. You may even have a friend or a guide, someone that you know that is helping you to see things. This Leo person or fire sign, it could also be a Cancer or a Pisces. Please clarify this blockage for Leo. I said, you're working through, looking for this inner light. Thank you. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Please clarify this blockage for Libra. Did I say Leo earlier? Sorry if I did. The Six of Pentacles. It came out like this, like literally flat. Seeing things fairly. Please clarify. The blockage. And the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So, everything is about perspective. There is a lot of mourning here. There's a lot of grief over some sort of stability or foundation that I don't think it happened. Or if it did happen, it's, like I said, that pre-programming that is holding you in this state of lack. The perspective is there, you just haven't opened your eyes to see it yet. And you're not looking at whatever it is fairly, right? It's almost like someone would rather be single for the reason of not getting hurt again. And you know, when you carry that into your next relationship, you're literally dooming the relationship. It becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm feeling like someone kind of needs to take responsibility for and owning the what hasn't worked in the past. So the only way you can fix anything is by fixing yourself first. You can't make people change, and no one will change unless they absolutely want to. So let's look at this Two of Pentacles. What is the message from Spirit here? For some of you, with that Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles and the Hanged Man here, in reverse, you know, someone may appear to be in a relationship, is not, or may appear to be single, but is in a relationship. Okay. Please clarify this Two of Pentacles. We have Temperance, Sagittarius, finding balance and healing. We have the Justice card in reverse and the Queen of Cups in the upright. So it's time to focus on you. It's time to be fair to yourself. It's time to listen to your own intuition. If you are dealing with two people, you need to look at what that's actually doing to you. So we have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is literally giving up the fight. This is giving up the high ground, that it's not worth being right, or it's not worth continuing this. It's time to look at what you're giving out compared to what you're giving to yourself. And there needs to be time and healing put into this, finding that right mixture that works for you. For some of you, that might even be journaling. I feel like whatever this juggling is, it's leaving someone completely depleted and with nothing left for them. And there needs to be some temperance to that. It needs to be tempered. At some point in time, you need to fill your own cup and let go of the fight. And once you let go of the fight and the outcome, things start to flow a lot more naturally. Let's look at this Eight of Swords. This is being trapped. Mental imprisonment. Punishing yourself. This card always makes me feel like I always pick up martyr mentality off of it. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, letting go of the juggling. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Ending the cycle and letting go of the mental conflict. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, letting that guard down, letting go of that fight, and nines are all about endings. That's beautiful. That's release, is what that is. It's release from that mental conflict. Okay, I'm going to pull a Mystical Shaman Oracle card, and I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card. Or two. We have Luminous Warrior, number 32, which is 5, and the Rattle, number 43, which is a 7. The Rattle and Luminous Warrior. And I'm going to pull an Animal Oracle card for you. Or two. Okay. Number 68, Wombat Spirit, be at home. And number 48, Porcupine Spirit, time for the beginner's mind. So we'll start with the Spirit Oracle animals. 68 breaks down to a 5, and 48 breaks down to a 3. So you have 2 5s. Things are changing. Okay. Wombat Spirit, be at home. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being. Understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with Spirit. The protection message. Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin, thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt? This mask or persona is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat Spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though, you can course correct if you're willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with Spirit. Porcupine Spirit, number 48. When Porcupine Spirit calls your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old, confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine Spirit asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. Protection message. Are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign that such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence and you will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is the time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. Lovely message. And now, the Mystical Shaman Oracle, number 43. The rattle. The rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future. Closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of Spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of Spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. The medicine. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. What you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. Number 32. The Luminous Warrior. The luminous warrior has no enemies in this world or the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what hides in the dark. Since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. The luminous warrior reminds you it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows inattention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within. The medicine. Are you being tempted by your emotions to follow your lower instincts? Are you being invited to enter into a quarrel with someone? Put your sword away. This is not the time for battle. Your enemy is not who you think it is. Do not act from a place of anger that will damage your relationships and hurt the ones you care for. Find the truth hiding in your heart that will affirm your instinct for peace rather than for war. Well, Libra, I hope it was helpful and that it offers you some guidance. I do truly, genuinely appreciate you sticking with me this long. And remember, hit the like and subscribe button. And I love you and have a good night.